Hi everyone and welcome back to the Overtake GT. This is the Greening Auto Company Windsor Maverick, which is an absolute insanely fast car, over 900 brake horsepower at 700 pp. This thing is phenomenal to drive. There's a few caveats to that, but this thing really is amazing. So if you want to have a great car and have a brilliant drive and a challenge along the way, then get your GAC Maverick, follow me to the tuning shop, and let's get this front engine rear wheel drive turbocharged monster tuned and ready to go. So here we are at the tuning shop and it's time to get this absolute behemoth of a monster on the way. So here we go. So look, first thing we need is nothing from sports. Club Sports. This is what you need to make sure you've got. Most of this will be installed on the car. It's just critical to make sure you have it. Okay. Sports suspension, sports brakes, power restrictor and a ballast. That's everything that was available at Club Sports at the time. Okay. Semi-racing, fully customizable computer, semi-racing silencer, fully customizable LSD and increase the body rigidity. On the racing, you can see racing brake pads, racing brake kit, went for the drill discs, brake balance controller, fully customizable suspension, fully customizable racing transmission and a set of racing medium and a set of racing hard tyres. Now the reason I've gone for both is this builds for a racing medium tyre setup, although obviously you can add the racing hards and just increase that power output if you're brave enough, but I wouldn't recommend it. Extreme set of intermediates because we know what Le Mans throws up, and ultimate there's nothing you can get from there. So all in all, a pretty simple and quick section for us to go through. Let's move over to GT Auto and get this finished off. So here we are, GT Auto, and it's time just to go to car customization. That's the only thing we can do here, and just add a few little parts to the car to make it better than it was before, if that was possible. First thing is wheels. I've gone for the pole cowl wheels on this. I just think they suit the car. The way they hug inside those rims, absolutely brilliant inside the wheel arches. So the DR5s are what I've added. Front 19-inch, rear 20-inch, rim width wide, offset wide, and get those installed on the car. Once you have those installed, go to custom parts, and it's dead simple. It's just a wing, and it's a custom wing set. So that was standard, wingless. Custom wing set's what we need, and it doesn't matter whether it's low, medium, high or what your end plate is, just pick whatever suits your fancy. You can see that's the style I've gone for, and I think it stands out pretty well. So now we've done that, you can go to other, light bulb. I went for the LEDs obviously, number plate. I had to make sure that it was like this at the rear because I didn't want anything that was too big, just try and keep it minimal, quite nice. And caliper colour, I just went for red just to stand out because I think the blue and the white get lost in the livery, so red it is for me. But obviously again, pick whatever you like and whatever suits you and what you're into. Livery editor, if you want to make one like I have, or load style, and there's plenty on there that are available and they look absolutely amazing. Let's get back to that setting sheet and let's get this thing dialed in ready to win wherever you take it and have lots of fun in the process. So now we're back at the garage and we're on the setting sheet, and you can see just under 930 brake horsepower. This car really is absolutely phenomenal, and it's got so much power that is now under control thanks to this tune. So let's get straight into it. Racing medium tyres are the first thing we need, and then body height adjustment is 90 at the front and 125 at the rear, and the reason for that is just the added stability because you need a higher rake just to make sure doesn't decide to throw you off in the turns. Anti-roll bar 8 at the front, 9 at the rear. Dampen ratio compression is 30 at the front and 30 at the rear, and the expansion is 50 at the front and 50 at the rear. Now the natural frequency is 4.1 at the front and 3.6 at the rear. The negative camber angle is 3.1 at the front and 2.8 at the rear. Toe angle, toe in at the front of 0.05. A toe in at the rear of 0.10, and then on the differential gear we have the initial torque at 8, acceleration sensitivity is 15 and braking sensitivity at 15. Now the downforce is 348 at the rear, ECU is 80%, Your ballast is 145 kilograms, ballast position of 45, and the power restricted 96%. And the transmission is 400 on your automatically adjusted KMH, and you want to make these changes. So first gear is 2.041, second gear is 1.559, third gear is 1.221, fourth gear is 1.041, and fifth gear is 0.917. Now you could extend that fifth gear and get a bit more speed, but for me I think this is more than enough. Final drive 3.290, revving at 7,500 RPM, and it definitely lets you know regardless of what driving view you use. That's everything else you can see installed on there. Now all the settings are done, hit that subscribe button, you'll love this build. Don't forget to leave a comment of what your fastest lap is at Le Mans in this, and for those that love to go there, here's a quick track guide to help. I had an absolute torrid time there, but this is a couple of minutes of your time to guarantee you a win, because the information you need is in this little section now. Let's get into it. Welcome to Le Mans. I'm in the GAC Maverick, and I found myself in a position I never thought I'd be in again, and that is a race where the weather has just been relentless. We finally got past that, got racing mediums on, and now the fuel, I got it a bit wrong trying to judge the fuel. So what that means now is that I've got 0.2 left. I'm 25 seconds, say, behind Portia. I'm on an out lap, obviously. I need to get to cross the finish line. Obviously, I'm going to go past Portia while he pits, and then extend that lead for a win. But I mean, come on, this has just been an absolute howler of a race. I haven't had one of these for a very, very long time. So if you ever get caught in this, the first thing is don't panic. You're going to have to do a bit of lifting and coasting for now. Take that pain now. And then it means you get your one lap of fuel to get you round for the end, and you can just push. So like this now, I'm through, I'm round, and I can push. Now in this car, you need to make sure you half shift. And the reason you need to make sure you half shift is if you don't, you're going to run out of fuel. It's as simple as that. This thing's got over 900 horsepower. It is a really good drive, and it's a great drive. I've managed to get it under control, but the downside to that is it is very thirsty, and unfortunately there's nothing I can do about that at all. Now after that round of pit stops, 6.7 seconds ahead of Portia. Solis has managed to get himself up to third. That shows you how insane this race has been, because normally he's never up there. But this is where we're at. It's just been an absolute mad race. Now, I'm just taking it a bit easy through this section because I just want to get onto the Mulsanne straight without any problems at all. And that's it now. You can see I've got plenty of fuel left to get me around. I can nail it now and not need to panic all the way down the Mulsanne straight. But once I get to the end and just make that sharp right hand turn, I want to be half shifting again, as do you. And just make sure you've got enough to get you over the line. So that's pulled out a 10-second lead now. That's how quick this car is. You hit 200 mile an hour down here, over 200 mile an hour when it's in fuel map 1, which is what I have given it a go on. The weather has just been absolutely torrential. I'm surprised it's dried up enough for me to put a quick lap in. I'm not going to be, pulling up any trees with the fastest lap, but I know it's going to be quicker than Portia's one. And that's it. You can see, look, pit. It's just been absolutely awful racing from the get-go. So what I'll do is I'll see you at the end when I cross the finish line. But this has just been an absolutely manic race, and I'll explain more at the end. So here we go, coming to the end of final lap. You can see the fuel saving I did earlier on now has come to fruition. It means I can definitely get over the line, and this thing has just been an absolute powerhouse. I tell you what, it's all American muscle, so don't be expecting it to be like a European car. It's not like an Aston Martin Vantage, it's not even like a Japanese NSX, from Honda. It is just all power, all rear-wheel drive power, but I've got it dialed in and under control as best I can. You need to half shift or you're not going to have enough fuel. It's as simple as that. So don't bother leaving me messages saying that the fuel's rubbish. I'm telling you, you have to half shift or you're not going to make it. It's as simple as that. You've seen the lead we had to Portia, and by the end of the lap, that is how much quicker it is. So we managed to pull out, what, 15 seconds? It really is rapid. It's such a quick car. And on that long straight at Mulsanne, as long as you put it in fuel map 6, you will hit 200 easily. But if it's in fuel map 1, you know, if that top gear was extended, I'm pretty sure it'd be going even quicker. And you seen how easy I was taking it on that last lap at the beginning, and we did a 407, so 408 basically, a 407.9, so 408, and it is quicker than that. The only issue I've just had is the weather was so torrential, it was so bad. There was no way I could get a lap dialed in. You can see how bad it is. I mean, the Audi TT finished up there, Solus finished up there, and you just look at how far down some of the others have come. It's just a bit bizarre. I mean, even Hayward in that Huracan from the start, he's managed to finish in the top 10. So a really good car overall. It's great on other tracks where you don't need to fuel save and whatnot, and you can give it a good drive. For anyone who likes drifting, I gave it a go at drifting, and do you know what? It was all right. Pretty sure you'd be better than me because I'm not someone who likes to drift, but you know, I like doing power slides sometimes on races, but drifting's a completely different ball game in my opinion, and you need a lot of skill to get that done, and skill that I don't have when it comes to drifting. But overall, great car, great drive. Let me know in the comments what your fastest lap was. So mine's a 407.963. Leave that below. Tell me how fast it was for you. Hit that subscribe button and have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.